Imagine the world without a wire service. What would that really mean? Do you realize if you open up your business tomorrow and you buy all new equipment, you set it up really nice, just like the butcher next door or the hair salon, and everybody opens their store at the same time, and then they all start going out there and trying to build and earn and convince a new customer to walk in their door. But you belong to a wire service. You plug in the printer and orders start coming off. $50, $75, $100, $200. Now you have to buy flowers. The truck comes by your business. You unload the truck, and now you start making beautiful bouquets, and they're going out all over town. Now you need a delivery vehicle, and you're making deliveries. Now you need drivers. All this is happening because you joined the wire service. But everybody in the strip center is saying, my goodness, what did he do? You think you're pretty smart, and you are. You did join a wire service. But as time goes on, and business happens, and life happens, all of a sudden, what got us where we are is no good anymore. Now we're upset that the wire order is not enough. Aren't we seeing enough of this in our country? Aren't we ruining enough of what we've taken for granted for so many years? Over 100 years the wire service worked. Why do you want customers going direct? Because the reality is they don't remember or know who they're calling. And the florist really doesn't care if they're happy with them or not. It's one order, it's one aunt, it's one mother, it's one uncle. But the local florist cares about the relationship. You earned that relationship. It's all about trust. And you're granted that when you join a wire service. But guess what? If you quit the wire service and you don't want them around anymore, you don't need the fancy POS system. You can go get a QuickBooks, and there you go. You can process a credit card at 4%, 3.5%. You can do all kinds of things that'll cost you a lot more when you're on your own, because you got Big Brother looking over you with the wire services. You have subsidized pricing in everything that you get, but we're all taking it for granted now. It's not good enough. We want more. And the wire services are making money. Well, poo-poo on them. I'm glad they're making money, because what would you do without them? We have to wake up and realize it's all about our businesses and who makes us better. The wire service is a vendor, and they want you happy. It's because of them that SAF can survive. And there's all these functions and meetings and design contests and all kinds of wonderful, wonderful events. But they've got to be paid for by somebody. So when you pay your $150 a month, when you pay your dues, you're making the industry a better place. I always believe I must fill a wire order to do my part in the chain of life for the flower industry. I was fortunate. In 30 years, I didn't require any more wire orders, but I took care of them. I took wire-ins, and I always supported my fellow florists. And how about the order gatherers? Bad order gatherers, right? Think about that. They're out there spending $20, $30, sometimes $40 to convert an order. So a florist can sit there and say, well, gee whiz, this just isn't enough money. They're just making all the money, not me. And they say that to enough people that don't know any better to go. The reality is they're paying the price to convert that order. Wire services are paying a fortune to keep the small florist alive. Oh, but the small florist is feeding the wire services. If it wasn't for the small florist, the wire service would be dead. And so would the small florists. They should call wire services Big Brother, because the industry would be dead without them. How many florists out there are true event florists? Very few. Those are the real florists, because anybody can buy a knife, get a membership, and open up a flower shop. Who's going to argue with you? You put a few beautiful flowers in a vase, put a ribbon on it. It's artistry. It's beautiful. The flowers, I always tell my designers, the flowers are beautiful when you begin. All you can do is make them nicer or mutilate them. It's the business side that makes it all work. And if you can't make that work, look in the mirror, because it does work. I've got 30 years. I was 80% wire in. By the time I sold, I was under 10. I'm not proud of that, but it needed to be that way. Everyone should be just about 10, 15%. If you're depending on those wire ins, it's a little harder for you to make ends meet, but you can. The answer is designer's choice. We've got to stop with the pictures. You're a manufacturer. Ford, Chevy, Bentley, Jaguar. Whatever you're going to be, that's what you build. Just because you can build something else doesn't mean you should. You got to be profitable. So you have to make your rules. So if the order comes in with a $60 designer's choice, go to town, make it beautiful, be creative. You don't have any flowers? You can be even more creative. It's amazing how much fun this industry can be when you don't have everything at your fingertips. I don't want to see the industry go away. I want everyone to understand we need the wire service to survive. And here I am. Take a shot. Send me an email. Send me a message. Call me up. I'd love to hear your ideas and your thoughts and your points, because very few are going to be bold, strong, or more confident enough to challenge me and maybe say,